Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you completed pages and whips that I completed in March. A few are from February, but honestly February I did not accomplish much. Just was not feeling the mojo, and I'm still kind of not, but I did complete some things. So let me just move that out of the way. I did not mark the page, so I am terribly sorry for that. Okay, this is not it. Oh, yep, this one is. Okay, so this is one from Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. I was testing out, I want to say this is the Brunzil watercolor pencils. I had filmed it, actually, and half the footage was lost, and so that was part of the reason I lost some mojo, because I'm testing all of the watercolor pencils in Johanna Basford, for those of you who are just tuning in and haven't been watching for a while. So yeah, this was the Brunzil Expressions, so I'm going to redo another page with them just because they need to have a fair shake, and I try to have footage of them. But that was from Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. All right, and then in Enchanted Faces, I am really sorry I didn't mark a lot of these. I may end up just pausing to find them to avoid the thumbs down for taking too long. That one I think was from January. I know I did one or two in here. Okay, so I found it. It was a whip. This one here is with Prismacolor. All I have left is the background, and up here I was just going to add like some sparkly doodads. Same with right here. But this one was at the beginning of March when I was just trying to find my groove again, I guess you could say. I could zoom in a little bit, sorry. But yeah, I just did a nice red with the Prismas. I kind of like this red combo. I'm positive I wrote it down somewhere, but that one actually doesn't need a lot of work, so I'm going to set it off to the side so I can remind myself. As you guys know, when I get into a funk, I tend to turn to mandalas. So in Camellia Angel Cova's Nighttime Mandalas, I did a lot. A lot more than I thought. So some of these again are from February and March. So I just did the belongs to. All of these have a black background. I will warn you, if you use glitter gel pens, it's gonna get all over. If you have lotion on your hands, it's gonna look like a greasy mess, but I still love them. This one was a mixture of glitter gel pens and some Sharpies. So I just kind of used Sharpie where I could to supplement. And then this one is all glitter gel pen, and sometimes you can catch the sparkle. See, sparkle. For some reason, I call it my creative palette cleanser. This one I marked, and I thought I was done, but look, pink, oh, duh. So I'm gonna have to leave that marked to remind myself to go finish it. This was also done with glitter gel pen. This is actually a whip though, because I haven't finished these little borders. I was running out of the blue though, so I'll probably take a marker and fill those in. Yeah, I had done those. Okay. This one here is a whip. So this is from Rain Art. I had gotten this one off of her Etsy recently, and I was doing it in all Prismas. So I even did the hair in Prismas. And for those of you who've watched me long enough, you actually know I'm not a fan of Prisma hair. It's a different method. I enjoy the flick therapy, as we all know. And Prisma hair is a lot different. It's layering. You can't just flick in Prisma hair. You can, but it's not going to look right. So you actually kind of layer in your colors and then use the opacity that naturally comes with these to add in your highlights after the fact. You also use a lot of this lovely little guy to create some spots. If you got too much wax buildup, you just kind of flick it on out there. So It's not my go-to, but I just really missed my Prismas, and so I started this. And then this is kind of about the time where I was just kind of losing my mojo, and honestly, it might be all the watercolor pencils. I've been swatching 35 plus watercolor pencils in sets ranging from 12 to 120, coloring pictures with them. And I'm trying to hurry it up because, you know, I'm constantly getting messages like, where is this? And I know you guys really want to see it, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm working as fast as I can, but I think it's kind of like I put all my energy in that, and then I lose my energy to color. And so I think that's kind of what's happening. Okay, this was started with something. I know I have a finished page in here though. Again, I apologize. I didn't have time to mark everything. It's just been, it's been a weird 2 months, that's for sure. So there is a video for this one. This is Johanna Basford's Magical Jungle. I used the Indra Creative watercolor pencils. You can watch the full color along. If you have them, you can join me. But yeah, this is the finished one. So I use those for all of this. There's some distress ink here, and then some stickles for glitter fun. And I tried to kind of mimic what I did over here with a different brand so that they kind of looked the same. And these weren't too bad, considering they're like a really budget-friendly pencil. Okay, there's gonna be a lot of whips in here. A lot of whips. So, in Jewelry Box by Hannah Carlson, you might recognize this page because I did my Lyra versus Neocolor 2. And this was one of the ones I used for the background. This is a whip and a putty color with my friend Erica from Elm Colors. Erica, I haven't finished, if you didn't know that already. You know, I'm just gonna quit offering to do buddy colors because I am awful right now. But this was colored in with, you know what, I can't even remember it right now, but I normally use an oil based pencil on this paper. I like the way it moves. So this probably like is Brute Pruner Squares maybe. It's definitely not Polly's. But yeah, so all I have left is this gold, but I was getting annoyed because it was clogging, and then outlining the butterflies, but my white pens weren't working, and then I just need to fill in these doodads. But I was just getting flustered. So I was trying so hard to do the Hannah Carlson stuff for the month because, you know, it is in February. It was a big thing, and I kind of flopped on that. So in Jewelry Box, also by Hannah Carlson. I know there's, yep, there it is. Okay. So this was also featured in my Lyra versus Neocolor 2s, you know, which is better. I did this background with the Lyra, right? Look, I can't even tell the difference or remember. Anyway, you can watch that video. But the page itself was colored in with these Starjoy Golds. I've been testing those for you guys. And it's not quite done. I just need to do the gold accents. I think I'm going to break out my watercolors for that and just get her done because I'm getting flustered with these acrylic paint pens, that's for sure. So yeah, it's almost done, but everything pencil-wise was done with the Starjoy Gold. They worked pretty well. And then, yeah, the background was either the Neo... I want to say that's the Lyra. I'm pretty sure that was the Lyra. Okay. In Magical Delights, I did something. Oh, that's right. So March was Holbein Madness. I started off strong. I really did. Until like day 5. Yep, day 5 is where it kind of fell apart. But I did finish this page with the Holbeins. Everything is Holbeins except the sky here. That is Distress ink. And then some of the grass I based with the Distress ink and then came in with the Holbeins. The Holbeins did okay on this paper. I'm not gonna lie, I used the Holbeins I have quite a few pages that I had started with Holbeins and I just couldn't finish. So yeah, my opinion on Holbeins did not change. And I had planned on using them more to give you a better argument, but like I said, I kind of hit a slump this month. This was started in a live stream buddy color with Debbie from Color Me Stress Free. This is from Mystic Art Mirror's Fairytopia. I just have, like, I seriously have the pencils for the hair just hanging out right here on the side of my desk. And not a lot left to do. I even did a background with gelatos on camera. So I'm going to leave this one out because I really do want to finish this one. I was enjoying how it was turning out. So it was Black Widows and Pro Color in the hair. The skin is Prismacolor, background gelatos. The rest, I don't know, we'll probably do Prisma. Okay. I've got a lot more in here than I realized, and I'm like, I did all that? Oh my gosh, look at all these tabs. Like I said, it was a rough couple months. 50 Stylish Mandalas. This is one of the 10 books I'd like to finish this month, and well, by the sheer number of tags, I probably will. So a lot of these are from February. Like I said, I didn't do a completed pages in February. So this is a mixture of Sharpie and glitter gel pens. I'm trying to use more markers in there and gel pen for accent, just because my gel pens run out really quick. Here's another one where I combined Sharpie and gel pen. As I must have been filling blue because I used a lot of blue. This one, again, glitter gel pens, and sometimes I use Bic Intensity or my Ohuhu water-based, but considering how these look, these are more this, oh, actually, I did also use my Ohuhu bullet nibs. So, yeah, I used more Valentine's-ish colors on that one. This is one of my favorites, actually. I really liked the color combos. I'm a teal girl. You know, the lighting today is not flattering it. It looks blue, doesn't it? It's teal, though. Teal and coral. So, yeah, I really liked how that one turned out. This is another one, also from February. Again, lots of alcohol marker and some glitter gel pen just to kind of accent it here and there. This was another one with a mixture of marker and gel pen. For once I wrote out the whole date. I really like the purple choices in here though. I thought they really looked good. In fact, oh, I liked this one too. So these are all done in February, it looks like, but this one I like just where the pops of the glitter gel pen are. I just kind of liked how that one balanced out. This one I actually didn't enjoy. It looked too hot pinkish for me, but I was trying to use up some neon glitter gel pens, and this was the color palette that I got. Let's see. And then the last one in here, oh yeah, I remember this one. I liked this color palette and how it turned out. Oops, I don't want to tear that. So again, this was with some alcohol markers and glitter gel pen. And it's kind of fun to mix in those alcohol markers because they really do help save your pen, especially if you've got juicy ones or expensive ones like Sakura, you know. Okay, so this had actually started out as a color along tutorial, like full length color along. However, like I said, it kind of hit a slump with videos and whatnot. I was actually still coloring. It was just, it's kind of hard to explain with the channel, but yeah, so I still have the tutorial with the skin, but the skin isn't done. Like I need to add her makeup, her blush. So I'm just gonna kind of leave this as a whip for now. And honestly, I don't know if I'll come back to it, but it's from Serenity by Anastasia Koldareva. And I really do want to finish it eventually because I love the succulents and I just think they would be so pretty to color. It's just, yeah, Yeah, part of my slump, I guess. Mojo slump. Okay. So this is from Mariola Budek, obviously one of her hair inspirations ones. Can't remember which, but I know I have 2 hair inspirations as my 10 books to finish. So this was kind of like a wine red hair color I was playing around with. And at first I really didn't like it because I felt it was too dark. But the more I filled it in and worked with it, the more I liked it. I'm feeling it now, I guess. But at first I was just like, ugh, ooh. So yeah, this was done with Pro Color and the skin with Prismacolor. Okay. And then there's this one from Rain Art. This is from her, oh gosh, what's the name of that book? Portraits of Beauty. So that's one of my 10 books to finish. If you haven't heard, so Rain Art, she is from Belarus. So her Etsy store actually shut down, unfortunately. So you can't get her items yet. I know she's looking for an alternative way to sell. So hopefully she can find that. She does have her Patreon up though, if you want to go and help support her. But yeah, unfortunately, because she was one of the countries that Etsy had deemed that it needed to be shut down, her Etsy store was shut down. So this is from her Portraits of Beauty, and I did this blue hair with, I honestly can't remember what pencils. I didn't take notes this month. Like I said, I was just kind of coloring on a whim. Oh, you know what? I know now. Pablo's. This whole thing was done with Pablo's, Crayon Dash Pablo's. Hair, skin, dress, because I was playing with those weird beigey grays that brand has. And so that's what I created. I don't even think I shared this on Instagram. I used my Spectrum Noir to get some sparkle on her lips and the little rose. I actually like the way this one turned out. It needs a background though. The blue hair was fun. It was just kind of like funky curves everywhere. Okay, so this was done in February as well. This is a Mariola Budek, obviously. Just one of her standalone portraits. I did the hair in a mixture of Derwent Lightfast and Crayon Dash Luminance. In fact, this whole picture is done that way. There is a tutorial on my channel for coloring white calla lilies on white paper, so if you want to check that out, go for it. But yeah, the entire thing was done with a combo of those. I really like how the leaves turned out. I felt they had a nice depth of color in there, and I used quite a few different colors. Even the calla lilies have quite a few colors in there, but I just enjoyed how it turned out overall. I did share that one on Instagram. All right, so this one is from Lana Green. I had done it for Valentine's Day, and I had used the Starjoy Golds. Nope, Castle Art Gold, sorry. It's really easy to confuse the two with the gold in there. This is the Castle Art Golds. I was testing those out. I was actually really impressed at the skin tone selections. I really enjoyed coloring the skin with them. I had fun doing all these pinks, loads of fun with the pinks actually. I don't think I ever shared this on Instagram. I've been really naughty about that, but like I said, I'm kind of going through something. But yeah, this one was a lot of fun, and I did use some pink glitter gel pen on the hearts. I don't know if it'll show up, but it was a cutie. It was a cutie. Okay. So this here is a mandala I actually drew. I've been drawing a lot of mandalas. That's kind of where I've been. So I used to use coloring mandalas to relax, and now I'm also drawing them. If you are a member of my channel, all tiers get one free mandala. In fact, this was the first mandala of the month given out. And then the 2 top tiers get a second mandala in the middle of the month. So I decided to color this one using my Tombow and Lyra markers and just kind of playing around with it and having some fun. And I like the way it turned out. I don't like the way the Tombows reacted to this hammer mill, so I'm not going to do that again. But yeah, it's weird coloring in your own mandala. um, but nonetheless, it was relaxing. It was relaxing to draw and fill in. Okay, this one I know I shared on Instagram. So this was for that hashtag blue and purple mix by Nirma Coloring. I didn't write it down. I am almost positive this was Pro Color mixed with a little Black Widow, because I usually add in some Black Widow for these purplish pinks. So I'm pretty positive that's what I used on the hair. Again, this is a Mariola Budek hair inspirations picture. And this took quite a long time because that is so much hair, and I actually redid this a few times. You know, I was mixing in highlights, and then I was adding, it was just quite the, and so finally I was like, how about I just do a 50-50? And so I was kind of picturing, you know how when you have your hair done and the underside is one color and then you just have the top as another, but that under color is more predominant, so that's why you see some blue coming up in here. But yeah, I think that one turned out all right. I didn't do a background, I know. What else is new? So this is with Copic markers. It was a Kitten Cloud class. Wow, that's a lot to say. I didn't finish it, not because the class was bad. I honestly was just, it's like a 3-hour video, and I just didn't have time to sit there and keep going. I will come back to it though. I wanna learn her gold technique, and really get better with my Copics. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't too bad. I kind of feel like I messed up the skin a little, but still, it was a fun. I really recommend their tutorials, by the way, if you're wanting to perfect Copics or what have you. Okay, this one was recently done. I actually had shared the start of the hair on my Instagram, and I said I would do a special, you know, surprise giveaway if the person could guess what the pencils were. Well, no one guessed, but if you had watched a haul, I think it was my last haul, I actually mentioned how I found these gem pencils through the watercolor battle thing I'm working on. So the Brunziel Expressions, I had tried their watercolor pencils, absolutely loved them, so I went and got their colored pencils, and I equally love them. So I used them on the hair here to try out. Now I will admit, I probably won't use them again for a portrait. Great pencil. They kind of remind me of a Black Widow, but a little different. However, I think they're going to be awesome in like Johanna Basford and florals and whatnot. They did great on the hair though, held points really well. For skin tone, they really suck. I'm probably going to go back and fill this in with something else. They just did not have a lot of good skin tone colors, especially for the more pale skin tone. The background I did with my King Art pastel gel crayons. I don't know if you can see it very well. It's intentionally a light pink and purple because I didn't want to take away from the hair. But yeah, I mean, I was still impressed. I may use them for hair, but I'm not going to use them for skin. Okay, and then this one I had started on a Whip Wednesday. So this is called Clover by Rena Art. And it took me a while. It's a lot going on in this picture. It doesn't look like it, but it is. So I had started the Clovers with my Phoenix pencils, just to give them a go, see how they work out. The hair is done with Derwent Pro Color. I know, shock. I like never use those. But I really love the rich dark brown that Pro Color can create. And I didn't supplement, that's all Pro Color. And then everything else is Prismacolor. The Monarch butterflies are Prismas, her skin, eyes, all that is Prisma. The background, I just mixed a couple Distress inks. I can't remember the colors though, but just I wanted a, you know, a nice greenish tinge. And yeah, I really like how this one turned out. I really enjoy the butterflies. I had looked up Monarch butterflies to get some ideas. And yeah, I just love my Prismas. Prismas got used, you know, here and there throughout, and this was a good reminder. Okay, Last but not least is still a whip. So this was the second picture I had started with the Holbeins. And this is where I kind of lost my coloring mojo a little. You guys know I'm not a fan of Holbeins, but I did do the skin, the hair, the leaves with Holbein, and then I just finally had to say, okay, enough, and I broke out my Prismas. I know, I was in happy colorist heaven there. They did all right for the skin. I took a ton of layers, as always, and I don't like how Holbeins get sticky on me. The leaves, they were doing all right. The hair was, oh my gosh, a nightmare. I'm never coloring hair with Holbeins again. Never. Because the problem is they're that in between waxy, oily thing, and they got fat in them, and they get sticky. And so I couldn't base coat it, because if I base coated it, as I added more layers, I started getting this sticky, funky thing going on. Yeah, basically that was where I kind of broke, and I'm like, all right, I'm done. So no, I did not change my opinion on Holbeins. I know the hair turned out great. I got a lot of compliments on it, and I was like, oh, I hate that it turned out so wonderful with the Holbeins, but it took a lot of effort, frustrating effort, whereas I could have created this same hair color with like my Pro Colors, my Luminance, something else, and it looked just as good without me having to sit there. But it did help me understand the Holbein better, I will admit. But yeah, I just did not like it. With the skin, I just kept layering it nice and light, nice and gingerly, you know, not my style, but I did it. And I was just like, But I do have a tutorial on these pink tipped roses on my channel. It was requested because I had shared the image. So this is the one I did. I still need to go through and buff it out a little more. But yeah, I had just done these little pink tipped roses. So you can check out that tutorial if you would like. So, April. I am coloring. I have a whip downstairs somewhere. I didn't bring it up here just because I was like, well, nah, too far to walk and too much to do. But yeah, I do like all the portraits I did in February and March. I really do. I love portraits so much. So yeah, that is the gist of it. It's, you know, and then, you know, I've just been trying to color because color is supposed to be my method of relaxation. But then I was just feeling so much pressure to do this. Like I said, you know, the watercolor pencil battle is a huge project. And it's taking a lot of time because I'm purposely pouring a lot of time into it so that, like, when I do a versus, it's well researched, it's well done. It takes a lot more time than I think I could even explain. I probably spent, oh my gosh, I don't even know how many hours just doing as far as I've gotten. So I'm trying to get that done because, you know, I'm getting a lot of messages like, when's this gonna happen? And I'm trying to get it done. And I think the pressure of just like constantly putting myself on that and not being able to just go color and relax or do some watercolor kind of bogged me down, mixed with some things that have been going on with my channel, including a lot of troll comments, which I know trolls happen. I've also just been getting a lot of rude comments about, you know, please stop coloring hair. I'm sick of, you know, sick of watching you color hair. You move your hands too much. I mean, just comments that we all get as creators, but you know, eventually, like when you're pouring hours and hours into a video or, you know, a channel in general, and you get comments like that, you start to become self-conscious, you know. I didn't do a completed pages in February because I was sick, but also because I had a ton of portraits and I didn't want any mean comments about hair. And so that's why I kind of hit my slump. I was like, if I color hair, I probably shouldn't share it. I don't want to get mean comments about that. That's why you might have noticed I haven't done any hair tutorials lately, because I've been getting a lot of negativity from that. But over the last week or so, I've just kind of decided I am going to put out what I feel like putting out, when I feel like putting it out. And I may get some snarky comments about hair tutorials or, color along with a portrait, but at the end of the day, at least I was happy making the content I want to make versus making content that, everyone wants. I don't know, but it doesn't sound right either, does it? It's content that you guys want, or most of you want, I think. But yeah, I'm trying to think of a way to word that. But basically, I'm gonna get things out when I get things out. But if I feel like doing a hair tutorial that week, I'm gonna do a hair tutorial that week. And if you don't like watching the hair tutorials, I'm not offended. Just please don't leave a snarky comment about like, oh no, hair again. Or if I'm doing a live stream with a portrait and you don't like portraits, you can come hang out with us. We're all very chatty, fun people. You don't have to actually come watch, but please try to keep the negativity on my channel and other channels out there to a minimum, because eventually we all internalize it. Our channel is our artistic expressive outlet, and I just don't see the need for anyone to attack creators, because honestly, if people knew how many hours we put into our channel of our personal lives, it's really not fair to put out a mean comment ever. I did put out a poll about if I could add more watercolor, because I enjoy watercolor. I'm splitting up my art pages for the month versus my adult coloring pages for the month, just because, there might be people who don't want to see both. But I had put out some watercolor videos and got some really negative feedback. So I'm just trying to find a groove, and I may just make a new channel, but I don't want to do that because I kind of want to bring it all here so you guys have one place to go. So that's just kind of the thing I've been going through. But anyway, I don't want to ramble on and on. Get a thumbs down for moving my hands or rambling at the end of this. But I wanted to kind of explain why I've been canceling streams and just kind of not posting on Instagram and stuff as much, just because I kind of had to step back and reassess, because there was actually a point where I was just going to stop my channel in general. I had actually reached a day where I was going to just quit. I'm not going to quit, but that was just the boiling point, and so I told myself that's why I need to cancel my stream. I just need to find my mojo. But yeah, so hopefully you guys understand. I am sorry if my content doesn't meet everybody, but I can't please everyone. I do my best, but the thing is, you guys are going to enjoy it more if I just color and paint what brings me joy versus not. At the end of the day, if I'm forced to do something, it's not going to be great. I will get the watercolor battles out. Don't worry about that. I am working very, very hard at that. I'm almost done with the super color versus Albrechter. I wanted to get it out this week. I'm still hoping to. It's just a matter of getting it all together. But please just be patient with me on those. I'm moving as fast as my little hands can swatch and color a page. Because remember, guys, I am not just swatching and filling out a worksheet. I am coloring an entire page with each set of pencils. We all know how long it takes to color a page, so keep that in mind. When I have two sets versus one another, I have colored 2 pages, swatched both sets entirely, and filled out the comparison worksheet. So I'm doubling the work on each one, and some of these sets are 120 pencils. So this is a mega project. It's gonna take months as I roll them each out, but I hope you enjoy them when they do come out, and just hopefully you understand. So anyway, enough of that. Thank you all for watching, and any of those who made it this far, I really appreciate you watching the entire video. And until next time, guys, take care. Bye now.